Hello, Michigan Realtors, and welcome to another Policy Matters. I'm Brad Ward, Vice President of Public Policy and Legal Affairs for Michigan Realtors, your state association. The last installment, we talked a little bit about two brand new laws that were passed by the legislature in July in conjunction with the budget, that being funding for Michigan Realtors CE Marketplace, along with bills that amended the state construction code to allow for single staircase design in buildings up to 4 stories. Legislature has been on a break since passing the budget. They've been back in their districts. Obviously, we had a very active primary season here in Michigan where we had primaries for governor. We had primaries for the U.S. Senate, State House, and also the State Senate. In that time, Michigan Realtors had 3 very important bills that we supported also signed into law. And I want to touch upon those in this week's installment of Policy Matters. One, Public Act 30, this being a very brand new MISHDA Housing Opportunity Tax Credit Program, tax credit to build affordable low-income housing here in Michigan. This is a brand new tax credit that will allow us to actually draw down some additional federal dollars on the LIHTC side as well. Anything that we can do, it's kind of all hands on deck right now to get housing inventory in Michigan. And these bills are going to provide a very needed sector of housing in the current market. The other thing is Public Act 68, new Public Act 68, which would require appraisals for disposing the property of someone you are a guardian for. Right now, that decision is made by a judge, and the judge goes based on evidence provided by both parties. This would require a licensed real estate appraiser to provide valuation of that home to be used in consideration by the judge overseeing the guardianship to make sure that the person who the property belongs to is getting a fair market deal by the person who has been appointed their guardian. So it allows the judge to take into consideration an actual true real estate appraisal. The other bill is Public Act 79, brand new Public Act 79, and this is a very important piece of legislation that expands upon something that's existed for over 10 years in Michigan, and this is dealing with local property tax foreclosure prevention. This extends the sunset on a program that allows local governments to work with folks who have fallen behind on their property taxes to get back on installment payment plans to allow them to catch up. And then the second aspect of this is it actually allows the local government to waive penalties and fees associated with those back taxes. So really it is about keeping people in their home. This was actually something that when Mike Duggan was elected mayor of Detroit, he came in and started championing. The Michigan Realtors have supported this program throughout its inception. I believe this is the third time that we've extended this sunset on this very important program that helps keep people in their homes, helps keep our neighborhoods secure and safe and value stable. And it's really wonderful hearing the stories about people who have been able to stay in their homes because of programs like this. So we have plenty more ahead of us going into the fall. Obviously, legislature's coming back next week. They're going to be working on some budget implementation bills, but obviously, as I was pointing out, we have the November election coming up, and after that will be the part of the term known as lame duck, when you'll have part of the legislature returning, part of the legislature not returning, and we'll see what that really holds in store for moving any additional policy, for in the state of Michigan. So really excited for what the future holds, working on some great things like buyer's agency implementation, looking at some things with regard to wholesaling, and we will be in touch through Policy Matters and other means. So thank you very much for watching. Again, I'm Brad Ward with Michigan Realtors, your state association.